did an update last night, and it was Mayor Beetlejuice, Lori Lightfoot, gets kicked out of office in Chicago. So hoping nothing but the best for Chicago. Unfortunately, they're probably just going to get another left-wing shitbag, but hopefully they're not as bad as what they've been dealing with for all this time. But a news story here that came out a day or two ago, and it is really making the rounds, is the FBI now pretty much officially saying, well, most likely came from the Wuhan lab. Now, anyone that had half of a functioning brain already knew that this came from the lab in Wuhan. It wasn't a bat that mated with a pangolin and then some fucking guy made a bowl of soup out of it at a wet lab. We knew it came from there. We knew China, the Chinese government specifically, right? We're not mad at the Chinese people. It's the Chinese government that can't be trusted. And we knew that it very likely came from them. And the only real question was it done out of incompetence or was it done on purpose? And there's a couple different aspects on this, right? There's a Chinese scientist who escaped China, and she said that this was in fact done on purpose. She was on Tucker Carlson, and she's been on. I don't know, was she interviewed on Joe Rogan? She might have been, but she's been making the round on several circuits and trying to tell her story. She had escaped from China and was trying to warn everybody about what was going on. So that's the one real question that hasn't been answered at this point: is was it done on purpose? Or was it incompetence and then it got out there and they just kind of rolled with it to see how everything turned out and then just deny, deny, deny? But the FBI has, for the first time, made clear its assessment on the origins of COVID 19, with the Bureau's director, Christopher Wray, saying on Fox News Tuesday that it believes the virus leaked from a Chinese laboratory. The FBI has for quite some time now assessed that the origins of the pandemic are most likely a potential lab incident in Wuhan, Wray told Fox's Brett Baer. Here you are talking about a potential leak from a Chinese government controlled lab. The interview comes on the heels of a February 26 story from the Wall Street Journal, which cited a classified report by the U.S. Energy Department that came to the same conclusion after previously being undecided on the issue. Very convenient that the corrupt Biden regime and everybody was very undecided. We didn't know what was going on there. Now, as tensions rise with China, we're having more issues with them. There's more military movement at the Taiwanese Strait. And now it's okay that we're having problems with China to let the information go that yeah, they were involved. Sorry, guys. Just more information that you can't trust our government, and more, even more appropriately, you can't trust Dementia Joe and his corrupt regime. But it continues on here. However, it dubbed the assessment with low confidence. We're at low confidence that it definitely came from there. While the FBI has declared its determination comes with moderate confidence. So which one do you take? In a Tuesday interview, Wray said, so here you're talking about a potential leak from a Chinese government-controlled lab that killed millions of Americans and people around the world. And that's precisely what the capability was designed for. I should add that our work related to this continues, and there are not a whole lot of details I can share that aren't classified. 8 agencies in total have investigated COVID origins, according to an August 2021 report from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. 4 agencies in the National Intelligence Council concluded with low confidence that COVID emerged as a result of natural transmission from animals to humans, while 2 have yet to come to a conclusion. Yeah, even the liars can't come up with something better than the original shit lie. So we're going to talk about this more on Friday's show. This might have been some of the. We got to find the Tucker interview as well with that woman from China, just so you can see, because she makes some pretty direct claims as well. So just wanted to give you this update, telling you what we already knew about this. We were all called conspiracy theorists, right? All of this has been suppressed by originally by YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. I remember coming out and saying these things, a year and a half, 2 years ago, and getting a 30-day ban or your account wiped out or whatever it was. You couldn't say it came from Wuhan. That was racist. It was xenomorphic. And now it's yeah, that's totally true. Yeah. So the leftists all crying and pissing and moaning, talking about how this was mean to Chinese people. Well, not when it's true. And again, Trump was right when he said the virus came from China. And then the same thing with the Hunter Biden laptop, where you weren't allowed to talk about that because it was Russian disinformation. And we all knew better, us conspiracy theorists with our tinfoil hats on. We all knew better. We all knew that it was the truth, and we all knew that it's the Biden crime family. But it officially, it had to really, you had to go through it with a fine tooth comb and figure it all out. And oh yeah, hey, you know what? Fair enough. His laptop is genuine. No fucking shit to all of us that have been at the party the whole time, and you're just walking in the door figuring it out. So all of this censorship that's happening is for a reason. It's to keep us in the dark. It's to hold back the tide as long as possible of an angry population. It's just that they know that the lie is going to come out. They know that they're all lies. They just have to close the doors and hold it back as long as they possibly can before the whole situation just comes bursting in. And that's what's happening now. You're finding out that the leak came from Wuhan, that the virus came from Wuhan. Now it's just the details of what it was. You're finding out that the Hunter Biden laptop was 100% real. You're finding out that Biden is a corrupt shitbag who's been taking kickbacks from Hunter and is absolutely compromised by multiple countries. All of this that you couldn't talk about before is coming out now. And with the COVID vaccines, which I'm not allowed to talk about, on YouTube because I'll just end up with another strike. More information is starting to come out about that, and at some point you'll be able to talk freely about that too. But in the meantime, once again, the doors are closed and they're holding the tide back. So we got a show coming up on Friday, our regular show that's about an hour long. We're going to go over all of this and this revelation here in a little more detail about the COVID-19 coming from Wuhan, but all of you conspiracy theorists out there, you've been proven right once again. So a pat on the back for yourself, and you deserve a shot when you come home from work tonight because the left wing shitbags certainly aren't going to admit that they were wrong, but the proof is right there and in front of everybody. All right, thanks for everyone. Just wanted to get that out there and get this update out there, and I'm sure more updates this week, and we'll see you for the regular show on Friday. Thanks.